planner. And this kind of evolved for Clarissa, I think. It was kind of like an idea that she had that she wanted to pursue. And this business plan that she created is a dream that she had that has come to fruition. So, Clarissa, I will let you go ahead and take it away.
Okay, thank you so much. Again, my name is Clarissa Wilson. I am from Texas, and I am just blessed to be an honor to be a part of your program here at Elizabethtown. I'm a post-professional occupational therapy student, and this is my capstone. So my capstone is a little bit different because, as Dr. Martin said, that me and her have discussed a way of figuring out how to put my capstone together because this is a business plan. So my capstone is actually a business plan, and the name, so it's creating Daye Renee Wellness and Consulting, and it is about aging in place gracefully through assistive technology. A little bit of background check for me is that I have been occupational therapist for 12 years, and all throughout the 12 years I have been in home health, but my first 5 years was in a skilled nursing facility, and then my last years up until now I've been in the school district, but I'm also the assistive technology specialist in the school district, as well as an occupational therapist. I was working on my project, and this is one of the things that came.
As occupational therapists, we come in and assess the home environment. Are there things that we can do within the home environment to make them fit their current status? Our goal is to keep them within their home, independent and functioning the way that they choose to function.
Every day, Pat is getting stronger and closer to reclaiming independence. Well, that means the end of in-home care.
Sorry, the video started before I could finish my sentence, but one of the big reasons why I wanted to start this company is because I had so many clients that were getting insurance denials. And so I knew that they still needed help. And so I was advocating for them, but I was still getting denials upon the advocating for them. So this is the second part of the video.
It's not just to make sure that what we've done is okay and then we leave. But what is that next transition? Is it outpatient? Is it therapy? Is it cardiac rehab? Is it a home exercise program? What is it that's going to keep them out of the hospital settings even after we leave?
So that was really big for me because I would see my clients in an ongoing cycle where they would get occupational therapy at home, and then they would either have to have a fall or some kind of medical situation where they're back in the hospital for them to be able to get approval again from the insurance. And so it was just an ongoing cycle. And I wanted to come up with a business plan that can help them age in place gracefully, safely, so they can get out of this cycle.
As an occupational therapist.
And so with this business plan, Theodore Roosevelt said that people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. And so that is, I wanted to add to that because when you're caring, you're doing more for your patients, you're going above and beyond. And so I wanted to give a testimony right here about my why, because when you're opening a business, you need to know your why. You need to find a need, but then you need to know your why. And so my why was, I was at a patient's house and I was completing a session with her. And she was telling me that she's living at home. She feels safe in her home, but she has some IADLs that she cannot accomplish by herself. So she cannot go grocery shopping by herself because she can't drive. She doesn't know how to use the computer to order groceries. So what she would do is she would go a couple of doors down and see which of her neighbors would assist her in going to get groceries. But even so, because she used a device to walk, whether it be her power wheelchair or her rollator, she had a hard time, and her neighbors around her had a hard time getting the devices in and out of the vehicle. And so as she began to tell me about her situation, I asked her, what would it be? What kind of groceries would you get if you could get groceries? Because I noticed her refrigerator was a little empty as we were going through to see what she could reach, because she said she had a hard time reaching things in the refrigerator and in the cabinet. And so as she was telling me, I would get Dunkin' Donuts coffee, and she was listing all these things. I was actually ordering it for her on my device. And so as she thinks I was, completing my documentation, that's what I was doing. And then towards the end of the session, she had a knock on the door, and there was her groceries, and she began to cry. And that began to be my why, because a lot of our clients can do more if they had help from us and any other medical staff. And so that began to be my why about why I wanted to do occupational therapy business is along with assistive technology. And so the research is already there. There's lots of research out that says that assistive technology is needed. These two articles I had the pleasure of helping with in writing in 2022 and 2023. I had the pleasure of working with my former professors at Texas Women's University, where we studied rest and sleep in long-term care facilities and also spirituality in long-term care facilities. And it was the long-term care facilities that we zoned in on, that we seen a spike in depression, anxiety, and as the data shown, that a lot of people that moved into these facilities has had a decline in social interaction that caused the depression and anxiety. And so if you have time, you are welcome to check those out. So let's move this down a little bit. There's a growing global demographic trend of increasing life expectancy, resulting in a growing population of older adults who aspire to age in place within their own homes. And as society continues to embrace the concept of aging in place, it's important to recognize that adopting assistive technology by older adults is beneficial on an individual level, and also holds promise to the board, promise for broader healthcare systems. So we have here.
The limited coverage of medical insurance for therapy services beyond the approved number of treatments is a significant problem that must be addressed to ensure that patients receive the necessary care to improve their quality of life, prevent falls, and increase their daily activities in order to safely age in place successfully and safely.
So as you can see here, in the top right-hand corner is some of the devices that I've ordered for my patients to be able to put into their home, where they can set a monitor on, an iPad on, or the TV screen that we can download our app on there. And on the app, a few slides later, I will show you the different options that they have on their app. So right here in the lower corner is has been beneficial to a lot of my clients, where they might slightly have a beginning dementia, and they may not necessarily know how to use their phone, remember their numbers, but as you can see here, they have the faces of their loved ones, that they can just press the button and they will call their loved ones. Something as simple as a plug that we have in our homes. You can plug this up to your outlet, and you can plug any device in there, and then you can use say Alexa to say, Alexa, can you turn off the lights? We don't really think about these things for our patient while we're in there assessing to see if they're safe, but these small things can allow them to stay in their home and be more successful in their home, and have increase of quality of life within their home. And so integrating these home systems, these wearable monitors and telehealth systems, empowers older adults to maintain their independence and reduces the burden of care for healthcare providers as well as caregivers. I have a client that is bedbound, and she has 3 caregivers, and they stop about 8 o'clock, and they don't come back until 8 o'clock. And so from that time, she's in the bed. But with these electronic devices, she's able to get help, maybe turn on the fan, turn off the lights, call a loved one, social interaction. She can use her iPad to social interact if she needed help, or if she needed to order something online. And also if she needed to have therapy, because a lot of my clients, they can't get up to get the door, to answer the door, so they would have to wait for a family member to get home for them to have to do their therapy. But on these devices, they're able to unlock the door, and so that we can come in and out and do our therapy services. This shift towards technology-driven aging in place represents a paradigm that aligns with the evolving healthcare landscape, emphasizing proactive and personal approach to aging. This ensures us that the future of healthcare is not just about treating an illness, but about empowering individuals to live quality of lives, regardless of their age. So as we go into the home, we're looking at all aspects of their home, whether it be the bedroom, the bathroom, the stairs. How can we change their home with assistive technology and using our occupational therapy eyes in order to transition them from an unsafe environment to a safe environment? So a recent study conducted in 2022, researchers Brown and Martinez, they explored an effective assistive technology on promoting independence among older adults. And here, during this study, it was revealed that the diverse and valuable benefits of technology interventions in enhancing the well-being of the geriatric population. I found the study interesting because right now, currently, with those same professors that I have the privilege of working with before, we're currently working on a study, and it's an 8-week study about assistive technology, where we were given grants by some of the universities and the medical center here in Houston, and we were given grants to buy iPads for our clients. And so we have given our clients iPads, and this is a qualitative and quantitative research study where we took the UCLA loneliness scores, and we have post and pre interview questionnaires, and we're also working with the students at Texas Women's University. And it's been surprisingly interesting how fast our clients have said that this has improved their lifestyle in their home living, and they felt safer, they felt happier. They indicated not only physical, mental, emotional, spiritual health, as well as a significant decrease in report of loneliness and depression. So it's all about business. So we're talking about starting a business. I'm going to give you guys the basic, more than the basic, everything you need to know, what you need to do to start your business. And so starting with finding your name, what name do you want for your business? How do you find the name? You can go to your Secretary of State and make sure that the business name that you want has not been taken already. And then you want to get a business address. Now, with the business address, I would recommend that you do not use your own address because this is public information, and also with the phone number. You don't want to use your own phone number. But once you create the address, and they also have businesses out here that will allow you to create an address through them, and then they'll send your mail to you. You don't want to do a PO box because the banks don't really like to see the PO box. This is a lot of research that I had to come up with doing in order to get this business going. So your business entity, do you want it to be a LLC, a C Corp, a S Corp? Do you have to start thinking about what you want to do in order to get your business going? Do you want it to be a nonprofit? I would suggest that you hire a CPA or maybe a tax consultant. And so then you want to apply for your EIN. These are the steps. IRS.gov. You want to get your business licenses. With my business, we offer more than just occupational therapy. I've been a licensed cosmetology and massage therapist for the last 22 years. So we're offering several different things that our clients may need that are in home. Like we're all the way in about keeping them home and keeping them safe and fulfilling their needs, whether it be therapy or not. And so you need to make sure that you have the licenses that you need to cover all of those services. And then you want to make a business account. Along with the business account, you want your website, email, and promotional team that can help you with your new business. Building your business credit, you want to get a Duns and Bradstreet number. Here in Texas, they're going to ask you for your ERN number and your Duns number. And so you want to go also to Business Experian, and you can sign up at this website right here. You want to go to the Business Equifax, and you can build a profile. You can see if you have a profile already by calling this phone number. And then you want to build your business credit, which you can make sure that you have a gas card or a credit card or different accounts in different trade lines. And then you want to monitor your credit every 2 to 4 weeks. Okay. So Daye Renee Consulting. So this is a family-owned business here in the state of Texas. And actually my daughter and her husband, who weren't able to be here today, are part of the business as well. And they're both taking their finals to be an occupational therapist right now as we speak. So this is a family-owned business, and we're offering continued care beyond the insurance a lot of time. And that's one of our main goals, assisting clients in locating qualified caregivers and getting their medical equipment, their assistive devices, and their adaptive equipment needed to live in their home safely. We also create a safe, accessible home for all of our clients. As you can guess it, our mission statement is to help older adults overcome obstacles and achieve personal goals in aging in place comfortably with dignity through occupational therapy and assistive technology. Our vision is a world where individuals of all ages and abilities can achieve their fullest potential with innovative and personal occupational therapy services using assistive technology. And so we have many payment methods, whether it's the insurance, out-of-pocket, financial assistance, and we also have client-to-client paid peer assistance, which comes on a first come first serve basis. Excuse me. And what that is, just if we have any area in our business where the client can function at home on their computer or on their phone, and they're able to take on jobs, we're welcoming them to work with us and for us and help each other out throughout um, this whole business, because we believe that client to client, even if they're calling to check in to make sure that you didn't have any falls, make sure that you don't have any problem with your assistive technology, those are jobs that we are allowed to place our clients in, so that they can also have an income to help with some of these devices, or to help with some of their at-home grocery shopping, or whatever they may need their income to be to help with that. But we prioritize our customers and our families. And then with our strategies, word of mouth, social media, educational booths, collaborating with hospitals, rehab centers, insurance companies. So in our app, so we have the iPads. Earlier I talked about the app that's going to be on the iPads. The app is where they can do their home exercise program, continue their home exercise program, because now we know their precautions, if they have any. So on this app, they can continue with their exercises. They can log in daily, and we'll have somebody either be pre-recorded or maybe a live session that they can continue to have their home health therapy services through the iPad, which just their exercises, haircuts, personal care assistance if they may need some help taking a shower, continuing their yard works. I have a lot of clients that do potting and getting their plants in their home maintenance. So we have an app. On the app, they have a selection for that. Also, a house cleaning service, setting up their smart homes, and assistive technology if they need transportation, grocery assistance, social interaction, spiritual connections. If they have a church that has online service that they can log into, we are there to help them to get set up to log into that, and assistance with their rest and sleep patterns. We believe that teamwork increases patient success, increases patient safety, and decreases potential hospital visits. And here is our team. So we are 90% family oriented, all family members, and you have the IT specialist to the administration and scheduler, HR, payroll, benefits. Let's see. We have marketing, then we have our director of therapy, our supervisor of directors, and underneath that we have more occupational therapists and their codas, and then we also have occupational therapy aides. And so that way we can focus on paying attention to our clients while they're either cleaning our equipment or helping us do whatever we need. We want to make sure that we have all of our time focused on our clients. And so this is my acknowledgments. I want to thank God. And I definitely want to thank Dr. Martin, because she was helping me get my mind wrapped around how to do a capstone for a business plan. And so I try to fit everything in, but my business plan is extremely long and detailed. And so I try to give you the best picture of it that I can give you. But I want to thank my children, who, like I said, are at school taking their finals, my parents, my pastor, and all my church family for praying me through this, and my mom especially for helping me keep my youngest son, as I stayed up late nights to finish these projects. My final remarks, and this is something that I always say: we can no longer wait for a change. We must be the change, or the change may never come. And I think that's the last slide. Yep, references. That's it. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Clarissa. I'll open it up for questions first.
So I have a question for Clarissa.
Yes, ma'am.
I have a comment first and then a question. So my comment is, I'm in awe with all that you do in your roles: researcher, practitioner, business owner, mom, community member. So congratulations. That is a lot to accomplish. I have a question is, can you tell us, I'm curious about the name of your business and where that came from.
Sure. Actually, the name is biblical. Day is in the Bible. I got it out of Genesis when God separated the lightness from the darkness and he called it day and he said it was a good thing. And so that's my nickname, which is Day. So just bringing the light into somebody's situation was perfect for the title. Renee means rebirth, or Renee means a new beginning. And so this is a new beginning for our clients because we don't want them to think like life is over. Life is beginning for you. It may be in a different way, but life is going to continue as long as we can help you out the best way we can help you out. So
Well, thank you and congratulations.
thank you so much.
Yeah.
So I'll ask a question. Can you talk a little bit about the the idea behind the nonprofit versus profit? Talk a little bit about how you went about deciding that.
Well, I actually have a nonprofit that's going to be the umbrella because a nonprofit can own an LLC and it can't be the other way. I don't know how it is in other states, but in Texas, the nonprofit can own a for-profit. And so with that being said, if you have a nonprofit, you can have the nonprofit donate, or if there's like churches or anybody that wants to donate future past clients that may want to donate to the nonprofit, so that when we have clients that cannot provide monetarily for themselves, we can have that fund there to help assist them from our nonprofit donating to our for-profit.
Okay, and another question. How and maybe I missed this, but how will you get the referrals?
Well, a lot of times we already kind of have a lot of referrals because I've been doing this for so long, and I always stay in contact like with my clients, whether it's Merry Christmas or Happy Birthday. I try to remember my clients. And so I try to keep up with this. And so since I've been doing home health for 12 years, it's already a lot of clients that always say, hey, if you start, because I've been talking about this for a while, I just haven't got it started. And I thank you for inspiring me to do that. But I've always had clients that always say, can you help me with this? Or can you help me with that? I don't have a ride. Can you find me a ride? Can you call me? Can you call somebody? And so I think word of mouth is going to be our biggest blessing in it all, but also through home health, because I'm still going to be seeing clients and we still have therapists on the team that will be actually doing occupational therapy. But after your therapy's over, this is an extended service if you want to look into this business over here.
Okay. And talk to me a little bit about the implications for OT as a whole with this, because I'm hearing these people have gotten services, right? And then you're kind of following up. So then what are the implications for the profession in general for this?
I think that we need to go more towards assistive living. I mean, assistive devices in the home, assistive technology, because we leave our clients that we don't want to leave. We know that they need occupational therapy, but because the insurance may say no, they can't have any more therapy, but we can leave them off in such a better way to say, you know what, we can set you up, and then get with their family who might be out of state or find the funding for them because they do have a lot of services and grants that will provide services for them, but we have to be the advocates. We have to do the digging to get these devices for them. And so some of these devices are not very expensive either, like the plugs, something as little as that. We can help them with our occupational therapy hats to say, hey, we cover assistive technology under our umbrella of occupational therapy. That's part of our scope. And so we need to think broader, especially like with rest and sleep and spirituality, assistive technology. These things are not broadly looked at in occupational therapy as much as well, from my personal perspective. So I try to look at the whole scope of our practice. And one of them is being assistive technology. Before we leave doing home health, how can we help our clients and look at it a different way from assistive technology? So I think that we can leave them with that. They'll be better off and safer.
So do you see this more as like a direct service or more of a consulting service?
Well, I'm seeing it as both, so that's why my title says like consult therapy services, but also consulting because I'm always consulting. Even every time I come in contact with my patients, I'm consulting. What else do you need? What else can I do for you? I'm always looking to see if this was my family member, what else can be done. So consulting is definitely something and an option that we'll have on our app, but direct service is definitely needed because people have so many aspects of life that they need to get done. We get older, we don't want to leave our house. And it's interesting to me that some of my patients, their family members took them to assistive living, took them to skilled nursing facilities. And one of the reports was that they might have started off with a little bit of dementia, but when they took them out of their familiar homes, they seen an increased spike of their forgetfulness or their decrease in cognition. When they brought them back home, and this is just the family reporting, they seen that they were able to remember more because they were in a familiar environment. So my ultimate goal is to provide direct and indirect or consultant services to my clients.
Okay. All right. Does anyone else have any questions?
Congratulations, Clarissa. You did a great job.
Thank you so much.
So, Carrie, I'm going to hand it back over
All
to
right.
you, I think, for Erica.
Okay, so first thing is, Clarissa, you're going to be unpinned. And then we're going to,